Many senior BJP leaders in Karnataka have raised the banner of revolt, especially after the announcement of the second list of candidates for the May 10 Assembly elections. On April 13th, several leaders, including MLAs and members of local bodies, resigned from the party and openly expressed displeasure against the leadership for not giving them an opportunity to contest the elections. In this episode of TNI Talk Room, BJP leader and three-time MLC Go Madhusudan talks about the BJP's bold plan to field fresh candidates in the Karnataka Assembly elections, where young leadership has been prioritized.
Hello and welcome to the Talk Room. I'm Bansi Kadapa. With me is a senior Bharatiya Janata Party leader, former member of Legislative Council and also former spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Mr. Go Madhusudan. Mr. Madhusudan, first of all, the BJP list has come out, the much expected list. But unfortunately, a leader like Jagdish Shettar, who was former Chief Minister and someone who served as MLA for 6 occasions, has not made it to the list. How do you respond to this?
Sir, you say he is only just former Chief Minister. He is former Revenue Minister. He was the Speaker of Karnataka Legislative Assembly. And he was the President of the Karnataka Pradesh Bharatiya Janata Party also. And of course, he was a Chief Minister for 1 year. He has not been given a ticket. Yes, he has not been given a ticket. So far, I think party has taken a call. And there must be something waiting for him. So he will be accommodated somewhere else.
Okay.
In fact, I have heard that he may be accommodated as one of the governors in the different parts of the country it is needed.
Okay.
So he may be made a governor.
Okay. Yesterday we saw Mr. Jagdish Shettar rather unhappy, but if you say he is going to be given some special position, then that is welcome for the supporters. Now, as far as this new experiment in the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, there are about 50 plus, about 52 new faces have figured in the list. But it's not like you've dropped sitting MLAs and sitting ministers. It's mostly those who have not been able to win, you have removed them. For example, in Malwalli, Mr. B. Somshekhar has made way for a newcomer. Here in Vyatranpura, Mr. Ravi has gone out and Mr. Tammesh has come in. So how do you respond to this? 52 new names. And mostly you have taken this risk in the coastal areas and you have not brought in so many new names in the hinterland.
See, I tell you. Experiments in politics are made in 2 places. Where the party is strong and the leaders are very confident that here our experiment will not fail.
Okay.
So anybody you give the ticket, he is going to win. Because party cadres are very strong and we have got a very strong web of workers with us. And almost the voters are with us. And it has been reiterated in many occasions. Not only assembly, I tell you, in parliament, in ZP, in TP, in municipalities, in village panchayat elections, we have seen. So when you are so confident of the voters, you can definitely take up the experiment. This is point number 1. And the experiment is made in another occasion where, Baba, we have been trying with this old guy all these days. He doesn't win. And he will not allow somebody else to come up also. So why we should not try again? Rather than trying the same person who has lost many a times, let me give a new face.
Okay.
So that he will come up. He may not win this time, but okay, we have brought a new face. And he will grow as a leader in the coming days. And maybe the next time, or maybe in another 2 times, he may win.
Okay. Also, one standard complaint against the Bharatiya Janata Party is that in 189 names, in spite of Mr. Modi visiting, for Easter celebrations, not even one Muslim or Christian could find their name in this list. Is there anything you would like to say about this?
Sir, it is just like this. A girl complaining, nobody is ready to marry me. See, it is that the boy has to find a confidence of marrying the girl. He must find a love in the girl. He must find an attraction in the girl. Only then marriage takes place.
Right.
So, in the same way, no Muslim has come to me. No Christian has come to me. Sir, I am capable of winning this election in this particular constituency. Give me a ticket. Point number one. And he has to work for the party.
Okay.
He has to enroll himself as a cadre, work for the party for at least 10 years, so that he will become popular amongst the cadres and also amongst the public. So we don't find such a guy either either amongst Christians or amongst Muslims. They have not come forward.
All right. Also, you have started this new experiment, so to say. You've put a senior leader, Mr. Somanna, who comes from a Lingayat community, to fight Varuna against Mr. Siddaramaiah, who is a Congress stalwart. Also, you've put Mr. R Ashok to fight against Mr. DK R Ashok, again a Vokkaliga. So, how do you look at this? It's really a new thing. You're taking the fight all the way to the enemy's stronghold.
See, one thing is, unless and until you inculcate a confidence amongst the voters that here is a candidate who can take on Yediyurappa, who can take on Siddaramaiah, who can take on DK Shivakumar. Yes, this is a guy who can take on. Unless you make your presence very strong, and you see that a confidence is reposed with our candidate. Unless you find such a candidate against these stalwarts, your election is nowhere near them. Nowhere near them.
Absolutely.
Because they are very strong in their constituencies.
Absolutely. So, are you trying to put pressure on them in their constituency so that they remain there and do not go out?
No, not that. Not that. You see, these are all cheap way of thinking. We want to win the election and we want to see that they are defeated.
All right.
Not that we want to put an obstacle to them. This is not a rat race.
But you've given both of them these prime constituencies as their second constituency, not as their first constituency. I would have gone with your argument if it was the only constituency they contested.
No, not only that. In fact, there also they will be contesting. And you see, all these years they have fought these constituencies.
Chamarajanagar is new to Somanna.
No, okay. He was the district minister there.
All right.
And he knows the constituency. And for the last, maybe I have been seeing him canvassing in the district of Chamarajanagar for the last 2-3 elections.
Absolutely.
He knows everybody in that constituency. Yes. So that's why, see, we are ready to see that they are our leaders. We do not want to lose them.
Okay.
At the same time, we want to see that a prominent candidate who is capable of winning against those stalwarts have to be put across. Right. So that also we have made. It's a good experiment.
Okay. Also, you have said continuously that you stand against dynastic politics. But again, leaders like B.Y. Vijayendra, who's son of B.S. Yediyurappa, former chief minister, figures in this list. So how do you really talk about dynastic politics?
So not that dynastic politics. Here, see what you have seen. Just myself and Mr. Somanna, who came with me, we were talking of what is dynastic politics. See, a journalist wants to have his son as a journalist. A doctor wants to make his son a doctor. An engineer, a contractor will see that his son also becomes a contractor. So what is the sin in making a politician, his own son, another politician? But still, what is the dynastic politics as described by Narendra Modi? See, take for example, the family of Devegowda. Particularly Revana. Revana is an MLA. Revana's one son is an MP. Another son is an MLC. And now wife also wants to become an MLA.
Absolutely.
This is called family politics. This is called family politics. Devegowda, his two sons, and two daughter-in-laws, and two grandsons, they are all becoming elected representatives. This is called family politics. Here, Mr. Yediyurappa has taken a retirement. Having taken a retirement, now he wants to see that somebody has to represent the constituency which he has been representing for the last 40 years. So that being the case, he will have to take a call. So the people of Shikaripura, they wanted somebody from the family, and of course particularly this guy. So party has given a chance to him.
Okay. Now also, if you look at the list, 189 have been given the candidature, but in each seat sometimes there are up to 3 or 4 aspirants, and some of them very strong aspirants. So here there is so much of unhappiness being spoken about in the Bharatiya Janata Party list, because for someone who's accommodated, someone else has not been accommodated. Are you concerned about rebellion or this unhappiness growing?
Sir, you will find 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6 guys following a girl only if the girl is beautiful. So today BJP ticket is a beautiful girl. Everybody wants to marry. So this is a hot seat. Everybody thinks that you take the ticket, you have become an MLA.
Absolutely.
So that is the reason this mad rush for BJP ticket is there. So that's why you find more number of aspirants for the ticket. If our ticket, of course, that was the day when we all started politics. We used to go after men. Baba, you become the candidate. We don't have anybody. You please become the candidate. Then he used to say, no, my wife is not accepting. No, my father is not permitting. And he used to find some reason. And if we press him some more, for 7 days he will be out of station. He used to run away because he will be made a candidate. Those days were there. So losing deposit was something common in BJP those days. Now BJP has come to power and BJP has ruled this state for so many times. So everybody wants to see that taking BJP ticket itself is a pride. And one is very confident of winning the election with the BJP ticket. That's why there is a mad rush.
You know, in some of the old Mysore areas, your candidates did not do well last time. And therefore, you have put many of those old Mysore seats in C category in the BJP list. How many do you think you are confident of winning in old Mysore? Because this time you're making such a hard push. In fact, Mr. Amit Shah had come and we have seen so much of aggression in old Mysore. Do you think you'll make a mark, considering you yourself are from old Mysore?
Sir, I have represented old Mysore, particularly these 4 districts, Mysore, Mandya, Hassan and Chamarajanagar. 3 times. Of course, since 1997 I have been working there, and since in 1994 I have been a benefactor in that particular area. So in BJP's victory, I have seen that area. See, very recently election, in the last assembly election, we could win only 1 assembly seat from Hassan. We won 2 assembly segments from Mysore district, and of course 2 assembly segments from Mysore city, and 1 from Nanjangud, which is also Nanjangud and Kollegal. They form another parliamentary segment. From Mysore parliamentary segment we won 2, and 2 seats in Chamarajanagar parliamentary segment. And Mandya we did not win anything until Narayan Gowda came to us and we won the by-election. We did not have any representation, and we did not have any representation there for the last 2, 3, 4 decades. We could not win.
Many times you have lost your deposit there.
Yeah, many times, no, every time you say, sir. So that was our fate of affairs.
Absolutely.
So, see, making efforts, bringing somebody else, that we have always been doing in this particular area. This has been the strong belt of Janata Dal and Congress, because of great Congress leaders and Janata Dal leaders are from the same pocket. S.M. Krishna was from Mandya,
From Madurai.
and Devegowda was from Hassan.
District, yes.
So they are leaders here. They carry some weight in that particular area.
Absolutely.
So that's why we could not make any dent all these days. Nowadays we have started making a dent.
Okay. Out of 189, how many are you hopeful of winning?
Always we have been telling that we will get comfortable majority, and sometimes we also say, Yediyurappa has always been saying that we will finish with 140.
In spite of the incumbency issue?
So incumbency issue is not there because we were not given a full term. So everybody knows, and incumbency will not come because of Corona.
Okay.
Corona had ruined the whole world. So Karnataka is not an exception to it.
Okay.
So everybody knows the fate of affairs so far as financial aspects are concerned with a state. So I don't think that there is any anti-incumbency, and everybody says, "Oh, BJP was there, our life was saved." Otherwise, if it was Janata Dal or Congress, we would have lost our lives also. And BJP, the people are grateful to BJP, in fact.
So thank you. There it is, senior party leader and a former member of Legislative Council, Mr. Go Madhusudan, saying that he hopes the party will do well and win, like Mr. B.S. Yediyurappa says, up to 140 seats. With camera person Nagaraj Gadekal, this is Bansi for the Talk.